I lied. Welcome to the Daily Neitz, a daily look at classic films, modern cinema, and the world of professional wrestling. And today, we're talking about none of those things, because we just went to the theater.
We're so pretentious.
We're the worst people. This is actually a good story. I made a joke that she didn't appreciate, so she did her thing where she overreacts, puts shoes on, and leaves the apartment. And then texted me 5 minutes later saying, "Put pants on and get in the car, we're going out for dinner."
He was already wearing shorts, but he needed to be wearing pants.
I still think it's a great text message. So I got in the car and we meandered down to Studio City, where I used to study acting at Carter Thor Studio, and I said, let's walk by the studio on the way to the Chinese place just to see if anyone's there. And this was about 7:15, and I ran into some people that I knew there, and they were like, oh, we're putting on a play at 8 o'clock, and it's Zach Braff's All New People. So we stayed and saw a play tonight, and it was alright. It's pretty good stuff.
Yeah, almost all of the issues that we discussed on the ride home were writing related and not acting related, which is a pleasant change.
So this is for you, Zach Braff. Everyone else, everyone in the play. I know three of the four actors personally, and I've seen all three of them at their best, and I've seen all three of them not at their best. And their performances tonight were towards their best. It took them all. I'm gonna keep the acting bits general. I don't want to get too specific. Took them a bit to warm up, I felt, and Cody felt as well.
Yeah.
But once the play got rolling, once they got to some of the more serious, dramatic bits, they turned it up, and they were all very, very stellar. One scene in particular with just the two men. I don't want to spoil anything because this isn't exactly a movie you can go see. This is a play you need to hunt down. But
read it if you get a chance. It's very good.
It's a very interesting story, definitely.
It's good for a budding screenwriter, Zach Braff.
Yes. But the scene I'm thinking of is the two men are alone on stage, and one is revealing to the other a dark period of his life, and it was a stellar performance from both Alan and Steven, who played Charlie and Myron, respectively. So they were both fantastic. But as far as the writing goes, I know you have some issues.
So
trying to keep this as spoiler-free as possible.
I will try to keep this as spoiler-free as possible. I want to say that one of the female characters, she's a great character. It's very clear that, what is her name? Emma. Emma is her name. She was, like, very clearly trying to hide something. And then it turns out that, of course, the thing she's trying to hide is the most predictable and lazy of tropes. I will say that there is an interesting twist put on it, but it's still a little disappointing that was the particular trope that was used. Because her character...
Really, girls? Just smacked Mallow into the lamp.
There was some weird pacing going on. There was some mixed media stuff, which was very interesting. It could have been very, very interesting. It wasn't necessarily handled really great in the text. They came at very strange points.
I liked the convention of what it was every character has a little bit of history they're trying to keep secret. And they showed that in flashback form, but using a TV that was on set. So the lights would go down, and then it would show like a produced film clip of what happened in their past. And I really like that as a form of flashback because it's hard to do flashbacks in theater.
It is really hard.
It was just like the timing of them could have been different, like where they came in the play.
Yeah, and that just goes, there was, like I said, overall just some pacing issues. It was pretty solid. It felt phoned in at certain points.
Yeah. Some easy ways out.
Yeah.
On some of the choices made with the characters.
There's one particular bit where it escalates into almost violence between one of the men and one of the women, and there was no previous indication. And it's in the text. It wasn't necessarily the acting. It was just
needed like an extra page of dialogue just to
you needed
have
a
it make a little
build.
bit more sense. But besides that, like the jokes, a lot of them were very, very funny.
Yeah, and
the audience we were with didn't laugh at a lot of them. We were laughing at stuff that no one else was laughing at points.
Yeah.
But I thought the jokes were very, very funny.
Yeah.
Very good humor used.
There was some really good theater humor. There's a kind of like an industry humor sense, so you can tell it was written by an insider, kind of poking fun at oneself. Gratuitous drug use. Gratuitous drug use.
I think it's something I enjoy in theater when characters are drinking or, in this case, snorting cocaine. Because, like, what are the actors actually putting into their body? That's always something that I think about, and I had that thought a lot tonight.
They were taking shots of vodka like it was water.
It was probably
because
water.
It was water.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was a really great production.
Yeah. And that's Zach Braff's All New People at Carter Thor Studio in Studio City, or is it Alice Carter Studio now?
I don't know.
I think she may have changed the name of it. I believe it is the LA premiere.
It is.
Of the play. And it is running, when's this video going up on Sunday? It is running until tonight. Tonight is the last production. So you might, it's probably too late for this. I should have seen it a couple weekends ago when I first started. But, I mean, it was good stuff.
At the very least, get your hand on the script.
Yeah, check out the scripts. Keep an eye out for it, because it's not a long play either. It's my favorite length, 90 minutes. Which is great in a movie, even better in a play.
Please.
Very, very
Looking
good.
at you, Tennessee Williams.
Gotta hear Shakespeare. Your 4-hour Hamlet.
You can do Shakespeare in 90 minutes. You should do Shakespeare comedy in 90 minutes. It's possible, and it can be done really well and really effectively without losing anything. That is not part of this video. It's fine.
No, I'm leaving that in.
No, I just meant that's not an argument we should have in this video.
I'm still leaving that in. So yeah, anyway, that's all we gotta say about Zach Braff's All New People, directed by Alice Carter, starring Alan Kepler, Stephen Blank, what is Sarah's last name, and the other girl?
Wait.
She's getting programs. Yeah, so that is, did you leave them in the car?
I did.
You left them in the car. Anyway, I'll put the rest in the description below. Tomorrow I'm going to look at a film called Les Samurai. I think it's a French film about samurai. So, I'm looking forward to this one. But until then, like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment below. Tell me something about a good play you saw. Because I did theater for years and I want to know. So yeah, Les Samurai tomorrow. The Kimmy Schmidt, we're going to do that next weekend. We're going to do that on Saturday. Just because this kind of just happened. So we'll talk about that. Maybe I'll actually do the whole season then. But until then, bye.